In the serene landscape of Israel, nestled within the Haifa War Cemetery, lies a profound testament to a shared yet often forgotten history. Here, row upon row of tombstones mark the final resting place of soldiers who fought in a distant war. But these are not ordinary memorials. Engraved upon the headstones of Indian soldiers is a powerful Sanskrit mantra Om Bhagavate Namaha. This is not just a name or a date, it is a spiritual invocation, a sacred offering. It is a portal to a different worldview, one that sees life and death through a unique cultural lens. This inscription transforms a military cemetery into a sacred space, reminding us that these men were not just soldiers, they were souls on a journey. The phrase Om Bhagavate Namaha translates to I bow to the divine. It is a humble surrender to a power greater than oneself. The word Om represents the primordial sound of the universe, the vibration from which all creation emerges. Bhagavate refers to the divine, the glorious one, the source of all fortune and life. Namaha is the act of bowing, of acknowledging this divinity with reverence and humility, signifying not me. To place this on a soldier's grave is to frame their ultimate sacrifice not as a tragic end, but as a final, noble offering to the cosmic order. The story behind these sacred inscriptions is one of incredible bravery, set during the final months of World War I. The stage was the strategic port city of Haifa, held by the formidable forces of the Ottoman Empire, supported by German and Austrian troops. On September 23, 1918, the daunting task of capturing this fortified city was given to the 15th Imperial Service Cavalry Brigade. This brigade was composed of valiant soldiers from the princely states of India. The legendary Jodhpur Lancers, the Mysore Lancers, and the Hyderabad Lancers were tasked with achieving what seemed impossible: a cavalry charge against entrenched machine gun positions. The battle plan was audacious. The Mysore Lancers were to attack the city from the east and north, while the Jodhpur Lancers were assigned the most perilous task: a frontal assault on the steep slopes of Mount Carmel, which were heavily defended by Turkish artillery and machine guns. Armed with only lances and swords, against modern weaponry, the key figure in this heroic tale is Major Dalpat Singh Shekhawat of the Jodhpur Lancers. Known as the hero of Haifa, he led his men from the front, inspiring them with his fearless leadership. As they galloped towards the enemy lines, facing a storm of bullets, Major Dalpat Singh rallied his troops. They overran the machine gun posts, silenced the artillery, and cleared the path for the Allied forces to capture the city. It was one of the last great cavalry charges in history, and it was executed with spectacular success. Tragically, Major Dalpat Singh made the ultimate sacrifice in this historic charge. The charge of the Lancers at Haifa is a testament to the indomitable will of the Indian soldier. The memory of this incredible battle lives on vibrantly in Israel. The people of Haifa have not forgotten the Indian soldiers who liberated their city. Every year on September 23rd, a ceremony is held to commemorate the Battle of Haifa. More importantly, the story of the Indian cavalry's charge is a part of the local school curriculum. Israeli children learn about the bravery of the Jodhpur and Mysore Lancers and the sacrifice of Major Dalpat Singh. In Israel, these Indian soldiers are not forgotten heroes, they are celebrated liberators. This official and public recognition in a foreign land stands in stark contrast to how this history is remembered, or rather, forgotten, in India. For decades, the story of Haifa remained a footnote in Indian history books, if it was mentioned at all. The sacrifices of these soldiers who fought under the banner of the British Empire were often overlooked in the post-independence narrative that focused primarily on the freedom struggle against that same empire. The heroes celebrated in Israel remained largely unknown in their own homeland. Slowly, this is beginning to change. In recent years, there has been a growing effort in India to reclaim this history. The Indian Army commemorates Haifa Day, and there is increasing public interest in the story. In New Delhi, the Teen Murti Memorial, representing the 3 Lancer regiments, was renamed Teen Murti Haifa Chowk in 2018 to honor this legacy. However, this recognition is still largely confined to official circles, and has not yet seeped into the popular consciousness in the way it has in Israel. The spiritual inscription at Haifa, Om Bhagavate Namaha, offers a powerful way to recontextualize this history. It reminds us that the soldier's duty, or Kshatriya Dharma, is not just about loyalty to a king or a state, but about upholding righteousness and courage in the face of adversity. By focusing on the spiritual dimension of their sacrifice, we can honor their actions beyond the political framework of the British Empire. To truly revive this forgotten chapter of our past, India must integrate it into its cultural and educational fabric. The story of Haifa should be included in school textbooks, not as a dry historical fact, but as an inspiring tale of Indian bravery. We need more popular media, films, documentaries and books, that bring the heroic charge of the Lancers to life for a new generation. Imagine a film that captures the thundering hooves, the glint of lances and the unyielding spirit of Major Dalpat Singh. Such stories have the power to instill pride and connect young Indians to a heritage of valor that they may not even know exists. The Teen Murti Haifa Chowk is a good start, but more public memorials and cultural exchanges can be established. Perhaps a Haifa Day could be observed more widely, with events that celebrate the shared history between India and Israel. Such initiatives would not only honor the fallen soldiers, but also strengthen the cultural bonds between the two nations. Ultimately, honoring the heroes of Haifa is about embracing the completeness of our history. It is about acknowledging that Indian identity is multi-layered and has been shaped by diverse experiences. The soldiers who charged at Haifa were Indians. Their blood, their courage, and their spirit were Indian. Their final remembrance, etched in the sacred script of their motherland, is a call to us. It is a call to remember, to honor, and to tell their story. By doing so, we not only pay our respects to these forgotten heroes but also enrich our own understanding of what it means to be Indian.